Welcome, folks. Today we are gonna edit the blog post we wrote 2 weeks back, and we're gonna see how close we can get it to release, how close we can get it to publishing. Recap: this is what we wrote. We started with our problem statements. Top one being that designers make stuff and people miss out details. Micro interaction is difficult. Feasibility checks happen. And there's also issue with error states and micro interactions again, and copy changes and nuances keep getting missed out. Then we spoke about solutions, and this is all the paragraphs we had written. What I'd like to do at this point is rewrite paragraphs and it's better. Can I say this better? Only to be told that it's not feasible or will take too long. I like this sentence better. You saw what I did there, folks? I removed this entire part of the sentence and it still makes sense. In fact, the sentence is better because it does not blame any team. It does not say like engineering team. It could be anyone who may not have feasibility.
A few inches later.
No, I want to say like project get picked up and then there's a lot of scope cutting. How many of you suffered that? Like scope gets cut down, right? Scope cuts and often critical details are missed out. And then I want to say all these are symptoms of communication gaps. I suck at spellings.
I'm Noob.
Yep. So I can delete this entire paragraph because I've taken care of that. Or use the same vocabulary as designers do. This is specifically true for... It's the same thing. There's no value here. I think I can just get rid of this. These two paragraphs are not doing anything. The first thing we said was build shared understanding. Makes sense right after this. The problem often begins with both teams not being on the same page. This is... You see, that was the same thing I was saying earlier. Problem often begins... What is the word often doing there? The problem begins with both team not being on the same page. Around or when it comes to around page about the purpose, scope and nature of the project. Cool.
Day 2.
Follow up on questions of compatibility. I want to say clashes. That is more clear. Alright, this will be some graphic that I'll add here. Now this is neat. We have already delivered the first value of like building shared understanding here. And I want to link to what's his name, John Cutler. There's a Medium post by him on starting together. Get the quality, folks. I think we already covered that when we mentioned start early with engineering and QA teams. That does the same job as this entire paragraph, right? If there's a lag here, is there a lag, Arpita? On chat mode right now, can't see. Oh shit! I was typing all of that without switching to this. I'm so sorry, folks. Did not notice. Thank you for pitching that in. That's gonna be a good blooper.
I'm Noob.
I'll show you what I wrote as well. So sorry for that, folks. We're not able to see what you're doing. Got it. I like to write all my thoughts on my diary. If I write something right, then convert them into digital and edit. That's a good process. So what I was saying was these are all the states and variants, right? These are variants. These are actually states and they can be variants as well. And there's a how we use that terminology differently. This is what I wrote, folks. That I wrote this paragraph. That meet component decomposition construction. Oh, again, I have not switched. What is wrong with me today?
I am Noob.
And these notes I can remove, simply speaking. Right? That's our blog post. It looks neat. I'm going to come to editing. Now, what we did was go paragraph after paragraph to build a flow. I think it has a decent flow. We have come from 800 to 657 words. That's usually a progress. I think I can tone it down further. What the tool I use here, folks, this is my Grammarly, and I've created a new document. You can get a free account with Grammarly. You don't have to get a paid account. I just write a lot, so I got a paid account. And I make tons of spelling mistakes, as you would have noticed across these live streams. It's not feasible or will take too long. That and is unnecessary. Once the project does make it through, once the project makes it through, why would we need that does there? Makes it through after 100 scope cuts. After numerous scope cuts. But how do you know all these? Can we shorten this to make it more punchy? Punchy, folks, punchy. But how do you know all these states and variations? First, involve engineering early. Second, I can start in the sentence. Second, try to think about your design system like an engineer would. We already have mentioned that. So much drama for this introduction.
Dramatic.
We Indians are like that only. Drama or nothing.
How many words we at? Yep, 622. Not bad. We came down further still. All right, so that is ready and we are out of time as well. Perfectly on time. And it looks, I think from my side, it looks fairly ready. All I have to do is just add in these details, these images, which will take a lot of time because I'll have to create some. You have typed fix these issues. I'm not sure what you folks are asking there. Help you in, instead of we discover a new error. Okay, let me go to that. Let me open this thing and see what you folks are talking about. We're talking about we discovered a new error. A new error state that we didn't think about earlier. How is Grammarly not pointing out that mistake? Oh, thank you for pointing that out. You're better than Grammarly, folks. Alrighty, that is the end of live stream, folks. Thank you so much for joining in. This will definitely need an edited version. All answers on design memes. Aman Maurya says design. Waiting for design. I'm ready for it. All right, Sidharth, I'm guessing that says design memes. Shreya says yes, design memes. Okay, we are doing design memes. Next Sunday, we are doing design memes YouTube live stream. And thank you for joining in. And thank you for watching.
I am Noob.